right, friends, let's get started. We're going to come right into this little Phillips head screw right here. We'll remove this, and then we can get this right out of the way. Set that aside. Now to pop this out of here, I'm going to use a plastic trim tool. I'm going to carefully get in between this area right here and just try to pull this forward. This is the reason why we had to slide it forward. This just kind of hooks right behind this area. Go ahead and grab right onto that, turn it counterclockwise, and inspect your bulb. Let's do the same to the other side. Let's remove the 3 mounting bolts for this. They come straight across like that. All right, so now at this point we have plenty of flex coming from this, so then we're going to continue on. You're going to find some mounting hardware. There's one bolt that's hidden right behind this area here. Here's another one. And then you're going to find 2 nuts over on the far end here. They're all 10 millimeter. Go ahead and remove them all. Now the next thing you can do is come right along the back right there, and you can go ahead and take the wiring off, but commonly if the battery is right along here, it's going to be difficult to get your hands in there and remove it. So I'm just going to go ahead and take it like this. We're going to gently start pulling it out and away, but what you want to pay attention to is down along the bottom of this headlight assembly, there's actually a little bit of a lip, so that's going to make it a little bit difficult. So I'm going to go ahead and start sliding this. There we are. Just going to try to flex this a little bit. Commonly, down along the bottom right here, you're going to find that the bottom of the headlight is stuck, so you can just take your plastic trim tool, and we're just going to carefully try to get underneath this. Obviously, I'm not super worried about this bumper cover, but overall, on your particular vehicle, you might have nicer paint, so just be very careful. Go ahead and slide this right out. There we are. Now I'm just going to go ahead and grab onto that wiring harness, right along the back here. We'll just separate that, and we can remove the headlight assembly. Okay friends, now it's time to install our brand new headlight assembly. To start, let's go ahead and turn this around. We're going to go ahead and pop off this rubber cover right here. And the next thing you want to do is go ahead and insert a light bulb into this. Generally, you can use your original light bulb for that. You just want to go ahead and inspect it and make sure it's still in good condition. We're just going to go ahead and line up all the tabs with the assembly itself. You can see that it's sitting pretty much in this direction here. Now we'll just go ahead and take this, we're going to bring it right over, and then we're going to lock it in with this tab right there. Give it a little wiggle, make sure it's secure. After that, let's go ahead and put on our rubber protective boot here. Just go ahead and slide it right in there. That's going to help prevent moisture or debris from making its way inside. And now we can get this into the vehicle. Something to take quick note of is the alignment point right here. You can just go ahead and turn this to adjust your beam. Now I'm just going to take this and I'm going to start sliding it in. Onto the bumper cover. Slide in our studs. Make sure our bolt holes are all lined up. Start putting on the mounting hardware here. Go ahead and snug it right up. Go ahead and plug in that light bulb. At this point, we can go ahead and take this, plug it right in. All right, listen for a click, make sure it's secure. Now we can get ready to start sliding this into the vehicle. You're going to pay attention to this tab right here, which needs to go behind this area. But then there's also a second tab along the front area right there. That needs to go ahead and slide right into this area of the headlight itself. So I'm just going to go ahead and set it down, try to line everything up, slide it in. There we are. Now we're just going to go ahead and press this in, line up our hole, and put in our mounting screw. Now we're just going to line up our upper bolt holes. Once they're all started, snug them up. Okay, so we got our headlight in. We went ahead and we did the same to the passenger side. It was the same exact process. Aside from that, you're just going to want to make sure that you align these and then take it for a road test. This is going to be a general tutorial on how to aim your brand new TRQ headlamp assemblies. Okay, so looking at your brand new TRQ headlamp assembly, you're going to see where your low beam is, and you'll see a little dot right in the center. And that is the axis point, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to mark that with an erasable marker, just so it's easier to see. Next, what we need to do is measure from the level ground up to this point and take note of that measurement. Now we're just going to pull the car up to our wall. On our vehicle, we remember that the measurement was 28 inches for our access point. Your vehicle may be different, but that's where I'm going to put this tape, just above that 28 inches. We'll do the same on the other side. Okay, so let's just back the vehicle up, straight back 25 feet from the wall. And now that we moved our vehicle 25 feet back from the wall, we're going to start with our measurement here. That's where the headlamp center is. We're going to go down 4 inches on the driver's side. On the passenger side, we have our line here. What we need to do is go down 2 inches. To adjust the driver's side, we're going to cover our passenger side headlamp. If you look at the back side of your headlamp assembly, you're going to see something that looks like this. This is the adjustment. Some of these headlight assemblies have 1, 2, or even more of them, but you should at least have one. This is how we're going to adjust the headlight beam. Now we're going to lower the top part of the beam down to just below this line. When you turn the adjustment to the right, it brings the beam up, and if you turn it to the left, it'll bring the headlight beam down. And this is this way on most vehicles. Let's continue on to doing the passenger side. All right, we properly aligned our TRQ headlamp assemblies. Okay, and on the quality TRQ headlamps for a pickup truck, the procedure is going to be the same. You're going to find your center dot, mark it, and then you'll measure from the level ground up to your dot. So once your headlamps are properly adjusted, it'll be time to adjust your fog lamps. You'll notice on the driver's side, the focal point is all the way at the bottom right now. I would like to bring it up so it meets up with approximately the bottom of the focal point of the headlight. Some fog lamps have an adjuster, others don't. The ones that do have an adjuster, you would just turn the adjustment to the left or to the right to adjust the beam up and down to where it needs to be. Now with your TRQ headlamps and fog lamps properly aligned, you can drive down the road safely.